Let me say that again. The dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. Who has heard this quote before? I want to tell you what that quote means to me. This quote represents so much of my core values in one statement. And I encourage you to use your notebooks and your gift bags, if you see them. Yes, very cute. And your pens. To write down some of your beliefs and any revelations you may have along the way. So my number one core value is passion. Because it does not matter what I do, how I do it, or who I work with. I do it with purpose, and I do it with passion. What fires you up? What gets you excited? And what makes you jump out of bed in the morning? That passion and that purpose has been such a driving force for me in my life, both personally and professionally. Another one of my core values is vulnerability. I'm a huge baby, you'll notice that tonight. This has been one of my biggest struggles. I have to admit that standing in front of you tonight, sharing my most vulnerable moments in life and exposing parts of myself that I have been at war with for many years leading up to this very moment is very intimidating. Up until about a year ago, sharks and public speaking were two of my biggest fears. And as I look around the room, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. And I'm also seeing a lot of warm, welcoming new faces. And I have to admit, I was a bit nervous to speak in front of you all tonight. But then it dawned on me. What is the golden rule to calm your nerves while public speaking? Wine? People have any wine? So, it is to picture everyone in their underwear. And fortunately for me, due to the nature of my work in medical aesthetics and laser, I've seen more than half of you in your underwear already. So, thank you for that. I've got this, and I'm ready to go. So that brings me to my third core value, courage. The courage to stand in front of you and share my struggles and my triumphs. The courage to know that I'm not an imposter, that I'm meant to be here. The courage to be seen, the courage to be heard, and the courage to show up and stand up for what I believe in. I have built both of my brands and will continue to build strong, relevant brands for my clients that stem from these values. And in doing so, help my clients discover their values and what drives them. And so you ask, what does passion, vulnerability, and courage have to do with building a brand? And the answer is everything. In life, there are moments when you ask yourself, how did I get here? What is my purpose for standing in front of you tonight? Well, we talked about passion. In these moments, I find myself going back to my roots and how a small-town girl from Olds, Alberta, with sparkles in her eyes, and for those of you who know me well, you know I love anything sparkly. So how a small-town girl with sparkles in her eyes, and passion in her heart, fire in her soul, made it to this very moment right now. I want to tell you about how passion and Barbie dolls go together. I was very fortunate to be introduced to my passion at a very young age. When I was 2 years old, I received my first Barbie doll. To many, this may seem insignificant, and you're probably thinking, yes, Justine, every little girl played with Barbie dolls for the most part. This may be true, but this glamorous piece of plastic changed everything for me. I would dress my Barbie up in the latest fashions with sequins and lace and anything pink, of course. I would change her hair, do her makeup, and this simple act ignited so much joy inside of me that it forever changed me. When all my Barbie dolls were all dressed up and looking like their best selves, I needed to find new conquests. I thought. My older brothers, Adam and Stephen, would be perfect clients for me. And trust me, this was the last thing these boys wanted to do, but they knew it gave me so much joy, so they humored me. I would take the cardboard backing out of my mom's pantyhose packages. We all know what that is, right? That was no longer just a cardboard backing. That became my client scheduling clipboard, and I was ready to get beautifying. I scheduled shampooing treatments, face masks, haircuts, and makeup applications. This included my oh-so-reluctant brothers, Adam and Steve, my grandma, my grandpa, my stepdad, my dad, my stepmom, my mom, my cousins, who are here, my aunts, my uncles, and anyone else I could get my nicely manicured little hands on. As you can imagine, by 5 years old, I had a full clientele, and I was no longer accepting new clients. At 5 years old, I discovered this passion and this fire burning in my belly. So when you think back to your childhood, what did you love? Did you have a passion that lit you up? Did you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a singer? Did you want to raise a family? Or were you crazy enough to want to be an entrepreneur and start your own business? I hope you are in some way getting to live this passion in your adult years. And if not, I hope you will consider. Dig deep for it. It changes everything when you find it. So taking care of my clientele at such a young age taught me leadership skills, business skills, customer service skills, and above all else, the transformative act of human connection between you and your clients. How even a simple act of helping someone pick out the right shade of lipstick or changing one's hairstyle could evoke such an emotion in them and boost their confidence to a whole other level. What a gift that I was able to do this for people. So this, my friends, is how I discovered the magic of honoring your passion and an elevated level of connection through providing a service that is so much more than just skin deep. So fast forward to 12 years old. I begged my mom to let me job shadow at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Rolls. I would scrub pedicure tabs, clean tools, and assist the estheticians with whatever they needed, while I marveled at the profound magic of how these women were making money by pampering their clientele, and they were having so much fun while doing it. This forever paved my path to success. And from that moment on, I decided I was going to combine my passion and my purpose and earn a living while doing it. In my high school yearbook, I wrote that I wanted to travel to Australia and I wanted to open my own spa one day. So after I traveled to Australia for a glorious year, I enrolled in aesthetics school. After the completion of my course in Red Deer, I was ready to move to the thriving metropolis of Edmonton, Alberta, and sprinkle my magic in this city. Yes. So at 23 years old, I was asked by one of my best clients if I would be willing to take a leap of faith and open a luxury medical spa with her and 3 other partners. What? I would be part owner of a luxury spa and get to do what I love? Hell yes, I am in. This had been my dream since I was 2 years old, and now it was coming to fruition. So all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, with the same level of hope, passion, and excitement that I would always bring to the table, I embarked on a journey and a partnership that I would never forget. This is where I discovered the power of vulnerability. I was involved in every single aspect of building this business. Everything from helping design the space, picking out all the products and laser equipment, designing the manuals, hiring and training the staff, while taking clients out of this temporary space. I worked around the clock in the year leading up to opening this business. Then life threw me a curve, and this is where I'm going to be very vulnerable with you in this moment. But just know that I did not embrace vulnerability at this particular stage in my life, and what happened next was not so glamorous. Here we go. So I became so obsessed with building this business, with pleasing everyone around me. This business was all I talked about, all I ever thought about, all I wanted to work on, and I developed quite the ego in the process. This is when I discovered that I was a workaholic and that my passion and my drive consumed me and was working against me. My hunger for success and my passion was slowly eating away at me, and it was wearing me down. For the better part of a year, I barely slept. Food was the last thing that I wanted because who had time for that? And I ended up losing over 40 pounds that I did not have to spare, and I was losing myself in the process. What happened was, my drive for success consumed me, and I was on autopilot. I lost myself, and I felt like I was constantly underwater and I couldn't see the surface. I felt lost, confused, and in a moment of deep despair, I once explained how I was feeling to my mom. I said, "Mom, it feels like somebody took my body and flipped it inside out. I just felt so exposed, so raw, so empty, and so lost. And all my senses were so heightened from being in constant fight or flight that the weight of the world became unbearable. Anxiety and depression began to creep in, and it fully consumed me. I went to see different doctors to see if they could cure me or give me something to take the pain away. I tried every antidepressant, anti-anxiety med on the market, but it was not touching my pain, and I was spiraling out of control. It had gotten so bad that I needed to seek professional help, and I had to go see a psychologist. Seeking help from a psychologist was one of the greatest things I've ever done. It gave me my silver lining. I reached the point of exhaustion, and to quote my psychologist, I was one step away from a nervous breakdown at 24 years old. That sparkly, blue-eyed girl was the lover of life and all things beauty, had lost her light and her sparkle. So following medical advice, and much to my dismay, I had to hand in my resignation 2 weeks before opening day of the spa. My partners did not take this well, and I couldn't find the words to explain to them how this venture almost killed me. Oh, great. Every time I talk about this, it's like I'm reliving it again, so thank you everyone for your patience. My partners did not take this well, and I couldn't find the words to explain to them how this venture almost killed me. They may have been my business partners, but they were not my partners in belief, and it became a battle of egos. I see now that I had to end this partnership for my mental health, my physical health, and to be honest, my sanity. You guys, this is what I have always dreamed of since I received my first Barbie doll. Opening a luxury spa and being able to take care of my clients and be an entrepreneur was my life's work and my life's purpose, and I had failed. I failed. I worked myself into exhaustion until there was nothing left of me, and I was forced to quit. I was embarrassed, I was ashamed, because as I mentioned earlier, this was all I talked about, and I felt like I could no longer face reality. So I packed up my things and went back to my roots, and I stayed with my mom and stepdad for a long period of time, because I could not get out of bed for almost 3 months. I was ashamed, I was weak, I was a failure in every sense of the word. But I had the privilege of hitting rock bottom at a very young age. That's right, the privilege. If you don't fail from time to time, you are not trying hard enough. And I'm telling you this, my beautiful friends, because everyone's journey has trying and difficult times. And you may at times think that it will destroy you. And I'm here to tell you that that isn't true. It was through this process where I discovered that there is power in vulnerability. From this dark place, I was given the opportunity to rebuild myself intelligently, piece by piece, day by day, moment by moment. This was my chance to start over again, and at this point, I had nothing to lose and absolutely everything to gain. So with the support of my village, I picked myself up, I threw on some bright pink lipstick, as lipstick has always been my version of a power suit, and I pursued a career in dermatology, working for the president of dermatology in Canada, as his assistant and laser technician. I sharpened my skills, I nourished my body, and I fed my mind and my soul on a daily basis. I began to regain my confidence, and now comes the part where I tell you that I lived happily ever after. Right? Wrong! While in dermatology, I worked really hard to establish myself as an expert in the medical cosmetic industry. I was getting accolades from plastic surgeons, dermatologists, and other experts in their fields, and not only did I start to rebuild myself and my self-confidence, my damn ego that once tried to take me down became very strong and powerful again, and was fighting for a comeback. So let me tell you about my ego's dramatic return to the stage of my life. While working in dermatology and really making waves and an impact in that field, I was introduced to one of my clients to a man who owned a medical spa here in Edmonton. I really need to stop listening to my clients. All my stories start that way. Just kidding about that. This man's partnership dissolved, and he was left holding the bag with absolutely no clue how to run an aesthetics business. He wanted me, and he would stop at nothing to get me to become the spa director of his business and to turn it around. He made huge promises and offered me the sun, the moon, and the stars to join his team. When deciding on my salary, he said, "Pick a number. I'll pay you whatever you want." It's a really stupid thing to say to me. I was promised the opportunity to have ownership in this company, and I thought to myself, this is it, girl. This is your chance to redeem yourself from your failed business venture, so let's do it. But something did not feel quite right. Once again, I ignored my intuition and I let my ego get involved. And at 26 years old, I jumped headfirst into yet another business opportunity. Does anyone else love learning things the hard way, or is it just me? So my beautiful, loyal clients caught wind of the opportunity, and over 200 of my clients followed me to my new medical spa. With the help of the incredible staff at this clinic, we began to rebuild the business and started creating a name for ourselves. And we were really starting to thrive. I had done exactly what I was brought on to do. And now that we were seeing a profit, the owner was no longer wanting to pay my salary that was once promised to me. So false accusations and claims were made against me, and I had to get out of that business. Sometimes the brighter your flame is, the more certain people want to extinguish your light. This was one of these situations for me. So I made the bold decision to leave and start my own business. Once again, my ride or die clients who always have my back, and you know who you are, they once again supported me on my journey, and by their own accord, they no longer wanted to do business with my previous spa, and they wanted to continue supporting me and my dreams of having my own business. This resulted in the loss of over 200 clients from my previous spa and loss of income for them. From that, I was served with a lawsuit for allegedly soliciting clients and therefore creating a loss of revenue for their business. This resulted in a 2-year drawn-out lawsuit where my name was dragged through the mud by the opposing party. It was really hard to hear such cruel, untrue statements about myself. But I forged on and continued building my business despite these harsh accusations. I knew my own truth, and I knew as long as I kept my integrity and continued to serve my clients to the best of my ability, that it would all work out. So I marched on through hours of meetings with lawyers, mediation, and extensive questioning of both parties. And the lawsuit ended up ruling in my favor after 2 grueling years. This was one of the hardest things I have ever been faced with. But if there's one thing I know about myself, it is that I am resilient and I am strong. And it was time to start trusting myself and listening to my gut. Nobody could say or do anything to stop me from accomplishing my goals and what I was put on earth to do, which was to serve people. This is where courage came into play. So now, I want to tell you a story of a girl with sparkles in her eyes and glitter in her veins who fought her way out of darkness, depression, anxiety, and toxic business relationships with the love and support of her friends, family, clients, medical professionals, and her community. This is my comeback story and how I not only rebuilt myself, but I created an empire and a strong brand and have the courage to never give up on my dreams and to keep going. So I started my own luxury medical spa with no partners and unlimited faith just 1 week, yes, 1 week after leaving my business partnership. In 7 days, I managed to find a temporary space in a hair salon with 2 rooms under 100 square feet each. It was tight. With the support of my family, I purchased my first laser and some facial equipment, and Lipstick Empire LaserSpa was born. And I hit the ground running. I did all my own marketing. I was the receptionist. I was a janitor. I was a service provider, and I was a one-woman service act. Since then, we have moved into a 1,600 square foot, bright, beautiful space on 124th Street here in Edmonton, and we are now in our 5th year of business. We house over $1 million worth of advanced laser equipment and 12 exceptional staff members and subcontractors, some of which are here today. My general manager, Jen is back there. Our creative director, Alexa, over there. Crystal, our nurse practitioner. I can't see anything. Kim and Jade, our fabulous medical estheticians, and Julie and Laura and Courtney, our beauty concierge team and reception team. I'm so grateful for all of your hard work, your dedication, and constant support in building my dream business with me. I couldn't do it without you. At Lipstick Empire, we are privileged to take care of over 500 clients a month with between 60 and 80 plus new clients coming through the doors on a monthly basis. We Lipstick Empire girls get the opportunity to empower and support one another and our clients, and we get to give back to our community that has given back so much to us. I had the privilege of meeting the Egg Boss Babes, who are here tonight, Kirsten and Kayla, 2.5 years ago, and they welcomed me into their community of women who support and empower one another through community, connection, and collaboration. Meeting these 2 powerhouse women changed the trajectory of who I wanted to be as a leader in my community and how I was going to show up for myself and other women in my community. Thank you, ladies, for once again being here for me. At Lipstick Empire, we like to give often and we like to give large. Not just financially, but it is so important for us to give our time as well. A year ago, I decided to pursue another passion of mine, and with my talented creative director, Alexa, I started my second business, Virago and Lace. Virago means strong female warrior in Latin. How badass is that? That's why I'm wearing this shirt that says warrior. So this shirt was created by my friend Jamie Bay, the Wellness Warrior. And just so you know, there's no accidents when it comes to branding and marketing, okay? So this is very intentional, this shirt. This shirt was created by Jamie, and you can get yours after, because you're also strong female warriors, just like me. 10% of all proceeds go to Jamie's collection, or from Jamie's collections, goes to Momentum Walking Counseling to support mental health. And this makes me very emotional, and I'm very proud of you for doing this, so if you could support that. I encourage you to show your support. Wear the Care as well. Please stop by Wear the Care's booth, as they do give a portion of sales to the Nina Haggerty Center for the Arts. So they give back to their community in so many different ways. This is such a beautiful space. Thank you for having me here today, but please support them as well in our community. So as I was saying, Virago and Lace is a branding and digital marketing company. Myself, along with a team of highly skilled experts in their field, work with small business owners to take what's in their heads and what's in their hearts and put it out on a digital platform. We, together, find out what their passion is, what their morals are, what their values are, and we help put that out in a digital world with a digital footprint. How cool is that I get to share other people's passions and the dreams of the world? That just lights me up. I am so grateful that this year alone, Lipstick Empire has been nominated for Top Choice Awards for Edmonton's Top Medical Spa. I've been nominated for the 3rd year in a row amongst an esteemed group of female entrepreneurs for an Alberta Women Entrepreneur Award. And I was just nominated for the 2nd year in a row for Avenue Magazine's Top 40 Under 40, which has been a goal of mine for many, many years. I was just recently nominated for an Alberta Chambers Award for a Female Entrepreneur of Distinction Award for my work with Lipstick Empire. This just happened last week, so that was very exciting. So Virago and Lace is honored to be given the opportunity to take care of incredible clients, many of which are here tonight. Thank you for being here. To dig deep, to find your values, find what drives you, and let that be the common thread in all aspects of your life. Let that be your personal brand and how you will be remembered, your legacy. Alone we are powerful, but together we are so impactful. So let's continue to leave our mark in this life, even if that mark is left in bright pink lipstick. So thank you all.